Hello! Today we're gonna make a candy basket, Halloween, and it turned out super cute. So today we're gonna need a seagrass basket, and the links are down in the comments below. So be sure to check it out there. And while we're talking about it, like, share, and subscribe the video so people know to come watch me. And then we also need some scissors, an 8 or a 10 regular punch needle tool. I like to use the 8 regular with scrap fabric because it makes a bigger loop, so it's easier to hold inside the basket. But you can make it work with a 10 regular as long as you hold it with your fingers at the back of the basket. And a Sharpie, a big fat tapestry needle. And then you can either draw your templates or you can print them out. They're down in the comments below. Or you can make your own on Canva. I'm going to show you how to make designs on Canva. And then I use some felt wool yarn and then scrap fabric. The scrap fabric strips turned out super cute, so I highly recommend that. And I'll give you some tips on what kind of fabrics to use for that. So, here we go. Go to canva.com, canva.com. The upper right, you want to select create a design, and then custom size button there, a circle on the left. Then you're going to want to change it to inches and 3" by 3" so your design is not too big for the basket, and then create new design. And then from here you'll go to the elements on the left hand side over here, and you will search for the item you want to put on your basket. For ours we're doing bats, and I'm going to choose this one. They're both free. Some of them you have to pay for, some are free, but this one's a little bit simpler than this one, and for punch needle simple is usually better. And then make it bigger, and to make it bigger you hover over one of these circles in the corner, and then you click and drag to make it bigger. And then you can change the color if you want up here. You can select black, and then I'm going to add a page, and this time I'm going to search for ghost, and I thought this guy was super cute. So we're going to put him on here, and we're going to click and drag those circles to make them bigger. And then I'm going to make him pink. And then if you wanted to use this for other things, for instance maybe unicorns, you can search over here for other items that you might want to punch, and you can use that for other designs if you would like. You can search for anything really in here, arrows, box, I can't think of anything right now, but I have used a unicorn from here once before and it turned out really cute. And then once you have those completed, you go here to the download button, and you can do JPEG, something small, and then you can either select both all pages and it'll be a zip file, so then you'll have to click on the zip file folder to open them as separate pages, or you can do them one at a time. Page 1 done, download. And we'll do bat template. And then you go back and do the same thing, JPEG, but this time for page 2. Done, download, and ghost. Save. And then you can either go to your desktop or whatever file folder you saved it as, or you can just simply double click on your browser if you have a Mac like this, and then you'll go to File and Print when it comes up, And when you do this, you're going to want to make sure that you scale to 100%. If you scale to fit, it will giganticize this thing, make it the full page. So you scale to 100%. We'll cap it at that original 3 inches that you did. And then hit click print. And then return and do the same for your back. Print, scale 100%, and print. To get your fabric strips, you simply start off the tear with your scissors, cut about 1 inch down the fabric or 2, and then you pull fast and hard to rip through the fabric. You'll want to make 3 to 5 of those. Trace the design onto your basket. For the eyes, you'll add those later. Thread your punch needle tool. Outline your drawing. Pull it through to the other side. Some tips for punching into a basket. You do not have to go in between the holes for this. You're going to want to keep your basket out like this so you don't punch through both sides, and you just punch away. And I liked it better with the longer. I thought it was cute when I had longer stitches for my ghost. So in order to do a longer stitch, you pull your thread through. You might have to hold the back with your hand at the back here. Just hold the fabric as you punch, and then you'll hold the loop there. And it should stay in place if you hold it at the back. And then another thing with fabric strips, sometimes it can get stuck in your punch needle, which is normal and okay. And then you just kind of have to pull it inside your needle again and kind of get it back into the groove. Other than that, it is super easy. Just punch into the basket and fill in the area. To add the eyes, we use black fabric strips for this, or you can use yarn. Thread your needle. For the black eyes, you kind of just guess where they might be, and you want to go in between your fabric strips that are already there, pull it to the other side, and try to get at least 2, possibly 3 punches in there for it to be able to stay. when your basket is done, you've done enough bats and ghosts and maybe even a saying. I did high up pumpkin. Then you'll have all of these tails inside here. And you can go and trim them all if you want. You might want to do some of the longer ones. But because I am just going to fold my basket in like this, so it's a bowl instead of a basket, I am not going to trim. I think I'll probably trim these just so they don't get grabbed accidentally. But I'm just going to hide them under there, so I'm not going to bother cutting them off at this point. So to finish off this piece, I am going to put a border on this around the top, and I'm going to use the black fabric strips. And to do this one, we're gonna use a tapestry needle, and it's a big thick needle with a big head, and you just thread it in there, and then you'll tie a knot at the end, a double knot. And then to start, I am going to actually lift this up a little bit, and I am going to hide my knot underneath the basket. So lift it up, try to find a place where there's nothing there, so you don't have to worry about that. Lift it up and kind of put it about a ½ an inch down from the top. And then you'll let that bound up in the middle there. And then you just do kind of like a whip stitch. So we're just gonna go about a ½ an inch over and pull it tight. I'm gonna do an inch wide here just to save materials and time. You can kind of do whatever you want. If you want it closer, that's fine. At the end, have it go halfway through and just go down so you can pull it through the bottom.